Hello everyone. So let's look at our next learning example. This is going to be learning example number 4. Here we have a very simple statics question which deals basically with resolving forces into its components. So basically this time they have given us two axes which are not perpendicular to each other, and they want us to find the components of the 30 pound force in the direction of these axes. So first of all, let's find this angle between the v-axis and the 30 pound force right here. So this angle is going to be 60 degrees minus 15 degrees, which is 45 degrees, right? Okay, so to find the components in a case like this where the axes are not perpendicular to each other, one of the best ways to do this is just draw a vector triangle. So let's make the vector triangle. We have the 30 pound force right here. Then its two components are going to be in the direction of the v-axis and the u-axis. The u-axis is completely horizontal, so let's draw that axis right here. Like this. This is our u-axis, and the v-axis is like this. So these two lines would be the components for this 30 pound force. Now we need to find the angles, these three angles for this triangle, if we want to get the values for this component and this component. We know that this line is 30, or in other words you could say the length of this line or the magnitude of this line is 30 pounds. So what we need is the length of this line, and those lengths are going to be the components of the 30 pound force. So we are given this angle from the question. We are given this angle which is 30 degrees, and we are also given this angle which is 15 degrees. So if we subtract 45, which is 15 plus 30, from 90 degrees, we will get this angle, and what that gives us is 45 degrees. Right. Now applying the simple alternate angle rule, we come to know that this line and this line are parallel to each other. That means this angle and this angle must also be equal. So this angle is also 30 degrees. This is not hard to figure out, just think about it. This angle and this angle, they are perfectly same, because the rule says if there are two parallel lines and one line intersects these parallel lines, this angle would be equal to this angle. This angle would be equal to this angle. Alright. Finally, we can figure this last angle out by subtracting 30 and 45 from 180. So the value we get is 105 degrees. Sorry, it's a bit cramped up in here, but this is 105 degrees. Lastly, all we need to do is simply apply the sine rule, and the sine rule says, according to the sine rule, v over sine of 30 degrees should be equal to 30 over sine of 105. If you don't know what sine rule is, you should go search it up on Google, but it's pretty simple. And finally, from this equation, we can simply get the value for v, and the value for v component is going to be 15.53 pounds. And similarly, applying the sine rule for the u component, we get u over sine of 45 equals to 30 pounds divided by sine of 105. And the value that we get for the u component is 21.96. We can round that off to 22 degrees. Oh, sorry, 22 pounds. So this is how you do questions in which they ask you to find components and they give you a set of axes that are not perpendicular to each other. Draw the vector triangle. Overall, the method is very simple. Just do a bit of practice and you'll get it in no time. Thank you very much.